It's here. It's Wednesday. That means you're getting another video. That means today it's another edition to No Opportunities Wasted. That means I'm going to be speaking life into you. I'm going to be making sure that your hump day is your power day to get through the rest of the week. That your Wednesday no longer is the struggle, but is the grind for the rest of your week. And I know these last few videos that I've put out have been energized and have been adrenaline bound and have been everything that I could possibly give to you guys energy wise. But today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to start off with a question that if you had the chance to go back in life and do things different, positive or negative in your life, I need you to look back and I need you to really try and be real with yourself and say whether or not you would go back and change something in your life. And if the answer is yes, then I need you to realize that you have not even started to scrape your self-potential. You've not even really started to start grinding inside of you to start really making yourself great. You haven't even been giving yourself potential to be everything you possibly could be. So I need you to take a minute. I need you to realize, guys, that most people in life don't fail. Most people in life don't look at life and go, man, I've actually just screwed up. They don't really go out in life and try everything that they've got and then just not make it happen. That's not the way life works. Most people don't shoot so high, their goals aren't so ridiculous that they can't reach them and they fail. Most people shoot so low and achieve. Most people make their goals something that they know they can do, and then they make it happen. And then time goes by and they set another goal that they can achieve and they make it happen. And they set another goal that they can achieve and they make it happen. And they start getting into this rut of living a 50, 60, 70% life. See, guys, I got into a habit when I was younger that I set my goals to something that might be outlandish, that might be crazy, that might just be impossible. And I knew that if I didn't give 100% every single day, then those goals wouldn't be achieved. And I started making this habit, this over and over and over tradition. Every single day I started setting goals. I was the guy who dreamed of dreams that weren't possible. I wanted to do things that people told me I couldn't do. I had dreams that people said, Kenneth, it's impossible. That's fine, because my 100% every single day will make it possible. Les Brown said in a speech a few years back that, guys, the wealthiest place on the planet is not the mall or an oil field or a country or any of those things. The wealthiest place on the planet is the cemetery. And I need you to take a minute and I need you to really think on what that means, guys. If I went to a cemetery and all these ghosts started popping up and I had this kumbaya moment with all these ghosts and I said, guys, what did you want to do in life but didn't make happen? And they started sharing dreams and aspirations and inventions and books and medicine and all these things with me, I would realize that more people go to their grave with things that they didn't do but wanted to do. Most people go to their graves with dreams and aspirations that never came to fruition because they didn't set their goals so high that they couldn't achieve them. They set their goals so low and they achieved them. They didn't push themselves. They didn't want to go through the grind. They didn't want to they didn't want to struggle through things to make themselves great. I heard another speech from Will Smith a few years back that said, guys, catch this. The difference between him and anyone else on the planet was he was willing to die on a treadmill. What does that mean? See, guys, he knew that ultimately if him and another guy get on a treadmill and they start going the same speed, same incline, the difference between him and everyone else was he's not going to get off when he's tired. He's either going to beat you or he's going to die trying. And that's the way I live my life is guys, if I have a goal, if I have something that I want to do, the difference between me and everyone else is I'm not going to quit when it gets hard. I'm not going to let life slap me in the face and say, Kenneth, that's enough. I'm going to look at life and say, life, it's you, it's me, or I'm dying. And that's the way I started living my life, guys. And things started happening. 2 years ago, I was homeless. I was living out of my truck. I was washing clothes at the washateria. I was cooking food in a microwave at the gym I was working at. I was driving an hour and a half to a bartending job to make sure I could have food, that I could wash myself, that I could buy new clothes. Guys, I was doing everything I possibly could to make my life happen, but I was living out of my truck. And my dreams at that time were bigger than homeless. My dreams at that time were not going to say, Kenneth, settle for right here. They weren't dreams just to get out of my truck. They weren't dreams just to find somewhere to live. They weren't dreams just to change my now situation. Guys, my dreams have always been greater than what was going on at that moment. Because I knew that if I wanted something different in my life, that I needed to be willing to risk everything that I had at that moment, no matter how little or how big it was. I needed to want more than what was going on right then. So take a minute and really be honest with yourself. If you would go back in life and you would change something, then understand you haven't been given everything that you have. If you would do something different, then understand you can do something different in your future. If you made a decision in the past and it comes up in the future, then understand that if you would do it different now, then you need to do it different then. Your potential is set inside. Your potential is set depending on the goals and limits and things that you put on yourself. And remember, you won't really fail in life. Don't set goals so low that you know you can achieve them, because guys, the people in your life that say you can, can't, won't, it isn't going to happen. Those guys are either going to be life drainers or life givers. And make sure you surround yourself with life givers, because promise you guys, if you set your goals into something that seems impossible and you surround yourself with life givers, then your life, the potential that you have is unmeasurable. So guys, I spoke a little bit deeper tonight. I didn't give you everything I had energized wise. I didn't. My video tonight wasn't to make you go, oh my God, this guy, he's a life changer. Tonight was about speaking life into you, because you need to look inside yourself and realize that you have more than you're allowing yourself to be. You have more than what you've been doing. You have more than what you have done. You are anything you want to be. So tonight was another edition of No Opportunities Wasted. Tonight was another ability for you to look at me and say, Kenneth, I might not have been getting everything that I can, but because of your words and what you're speaking, I'm going to do different. And remember that every day you need to be better than the last. And every day you need to wake up with a new goal. You need to set for something that you haven't been set for. You need to do everything you possibly can to make today the best day of your life. I love you guys. Appreciate everything that you're doing. Get ready for next week. Next week's another energized, life-giving video. See y'all. Kenneth out.